Hey, Storytelling Ron. Here's a political thing. I'm a dinger. So I'm using Decoy Voice on YouTube. You guys should check him out. He's really good. A lot of LA stuff. He lives here in LA, but then of course he does all the stuff. He's not. I don't know if he's Christian, but he really talks. But he's obviously becoming conservative, though he doesn't talk like he's a conservative. But he's definitely going after Democrats. He's what I really like is his courage in saying Democrat. The Democrats are doing this. The Democrats are doing that. I've never heard him refer to any conservatives or anything. He's very humorous and he's good editing. So anyway, that's my little, while I'm using his video. I'm only using a couple images because I could go look for these myself, but he did it already. So this is the trans movement. They're protesting. They have a communist flag. And then they have, of course, Lenin on their trans flag. This is what happened in the Weimar Republic. Before the Nazis took over. And the Nazis are fascists, but they have the same ideologue where they centralize power, federalize power. They don't have any capitalism. I mean, they want the super rich to be part of their power structure. And I see that under the Clintons, under Obama. They're using the communists and the Marxists as useful idiots until they're ready to get rid of them and then take over. And what the communists are doing is they're destroying the police. What the Democrat Party is doing is destroying the ability of the police to do anything. The AGs, they've taken over all the attorney generals in many of the states. They're taking over the election system. So they're making our democracy and our freedoms ineffective so that they can then take over. They're going to take over, and it's going to be fascist. And you can see it coming. It's like history repeating itself. And I just want to show one more image, or was that it? That's really it. I mean, these guys are the Marxists. They use the youth, just like they did in the Weimar Republic. It was the youth doing the communist things, sabotaging the local police, sabotaging the local political structure, so that in the end, that the some of these Democrat mayors now are doing their thing where they're now saying, oh, this is bad. Like the New York governor and the New York City mayor are now saying they got to control all the illegal immigration, and they're going to start. They want more power. They want more power from the rest of us. More money, more power to do it. But they're the ones that are creating it. They're creating this illegal immigration problem. The Biden administration is, and they're going to now call for take away our rights, take more of our money, and we're going to keep voting it in. Solution? Like I always say, church. You got to join a church. You got to organize in a sense of groups at a church. Now, I would like them to be Christian nationalists, but you got to join a church. How else are you going to do it? You're going to do it through the Republican Party? Are you going to do it through the Democrat? Well, not through the Democrat Party, but you got to join a church who then hopefully will have some political part of it. Not the church in and of itself. The church in and of itself is about building people of character, people of Christianity, people of moral conviction. But within that, within the men's Bible study or the men's groups, or even the women can do it, as far as I'm concerned, as far as politics, that's when you do some sort of activism. But the church can support that, but obviously the pastor, I do think the pastor should focus on the church and building the church and spreading the gospel of Christ. But within that, you can have, side gigs or side quests of political things that are, local activism and then national activism. But that's really the only way. You're not going to get it through Republicans are, the pathway from the church. You can't just go. I just don't think going to the Republican Party in and of itself is going to do it, because there's a lot of amoral people in the Republican Party as well. You got to go through the church, who then goes through the political thing. All right, that's just my little quick thing on this guy. I was watching Decoy Voice, and he's great, and stuff he brings up, and then clicks in my mind too. Remember, in the game of life, roll holy dice.